eating foods that do not taste good, and they want to eat junk food perhaps that tastes better.
You're right.
How would you tell, especially for kids, how would you tell people that you can eat healthy but also eat foods that taste good?
Well, you have to not call it healthy food. I think that's the first thing. You just have to call it food. And some of the things we use are just food that kids and parents love. So I'm going to go through a few recipes real quick. The first one has Smucker's natural peanut butter in it. And what I like about it is it has only 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. And it's a naturally good source of protein, but it tastes delicious. So in this dip, I just added a little bit of apple juice and yogurt and spread it on apple slices and sprinkled it with sunflower seeds. Not necessarily, a health food, but healthy for you. So I think you have to be careful in the language you use and just let the taste speak for itself. Another thing is fruit. Fruit is just a natural, great, delicious thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be considered a healthy thing, just good for you. So maybe just using other phrases, better for you or, natural. I tell people to try to keep fruit just around the house, around their office, because this way they're more likely to eat it. And one of the things I do is I order from Harry and David because they have a Fruit of the Month club, so I know it's going to be juicy, seasonal picked fruit, so when I eat it, it's not going to disappoint me. Another great thing that's really improved over the years is yogurt. There are great Greek yogurts that are really high in protein and delicious, and I love Chobani brand because they have really good flavors like pomegranate and blood orange, and they also have the first Greek yogurt for kids called Champions, and they have flavors that don't necessarily sound healthy, like vanilla chocolate chunk and orange vanilla. So there's a lot of stuff out there that, is healthy for you, but also is so delicious and fun. One of the other recipes you can make is cutting up the fruit and layering it with yogurt, and that makes a wonderful parfait that looks like it's kind of junky for you. So those are all good things.
Now, I interview celebrities. How do Hollywood celebrities, what do they eat to stay fit?
Well, it's really important for all people to stay fit, to have a balance of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. And I think that's where people go wrong. They don't realize that you need that combination to kind of stay satisfied. So to avoid those cravings that lead to binge, you need a little protein. So here we have a Greek pita with fish. It's got shrimp on it, actually, which is a great way to get fish into your family's diet. Super low in calories. It's got a pita, which is a good source of complex carbohydrates and the vegetables, and you're getting your dairy with the yogurt. This is a low calorie, I think it's about 400 calories, high in protein, high in fiber, and it's actually from our new Family Circle cookbook, Healthy Family Dinners, so you'll find a lot more like this. But again, remember that balance of protein, fats, and carbohydrates.
Tell us about your cookbook and how it's going to help keep people healthy.
Well, I think the biggest problem families is that they're always running on empty. They're, trying to do a lot of different things, so they need to have recipes at hand. And these recipes are really easy. They can be done in under 30 minutes. They have foods that are readily accessible, and they're short. And most of all, that their families will love the taste of, because if the food doesn't taste good, people aren't going to eat it.
And what are the most common mistakes of eating nutritional food?
I think it's the all or nothing mentality of like, I'm going to eat really good or I'm going to eat really bad. Like most foods can fit into your diet. So you have to eat foods that you enjoy and that you enjoy every day. Otherwise, it's going to lead to binging behavior.
And lastly, my last question for you is, what are some of the common myths regarding nutritional food?
I think that it doesn't taste good because it's just food. And it's funny, if you look to a lot of European countries, they've been eating these types of foods for years, and it's just part of their diet. Like in Europe, they have fruit for dessert. That's a delicious dessert for them. So I think titling it like healthy food not tasting good is one of the biggest myths.
Well, thank you for joining me here on the Rose Hollywood Report.
Thank you.